A key benefit of PLM is to provide a single version of the truth, where data is created once and used by many people in a variety of different contexts. This helps to avoid the delays and costly errors which the isolated silos of repeated information found in non-PLM environments often bring. The Derived Fields capability is one of the ways in which this is achieved in PLM 360. Derived Fields provides a means of automatically populating fields in a workspace using data from another workspace in such a way that it's dynamically updated. So let's take a look at Derived Fields in action. Let's say we want to create a new inspection record. To do this, we go to our Inspections workspace. In this workspace, we'll create a new item, our new inspection record. And as you can see, we have two pick list fields here which we need to complete. One of these is to define our inspected item, and next to this field are two others, item name and material, which are currently blank and we cannot edit. Similarly, we need to specify the supplier of this item, and again we have some more blank fields related to that supplier, their website, contact name and telephone number. If we select an item to be inspected from our pick list, you will see the two originally blank fields below it suddenly become populated with information. The item name and its material specification are given to us. These are two derived fields which have automatically extracted this data from the Items and BOMs workspace. In the same way, by selecting a supplier name, we are immediately given further details of that supplier in the fields below. Again, these are three derived fields, this time providing information straight from our supplier's workspace. We don't have to re-input this information, and we know that it's correct. We don't need to check elsewhere to make sure. This data has been created once and is automatically being used somewhere else, providing one version of the truth. So, what happens if this derived information changes? Let's say, for example, that our main contact at our supplier, Imagineering, has left the company and been replaced. If this happened, someone in our purchasing team would, at some point, go to the supplier's workspace and make that change. Returning to our Inspections workspace, if we view the record we created previously, we can see it has been updated to reflect our new supplier details, keeping our quality department fully up to date. Creating these derived fields is a simple task. Let's jump back in time to our original Inspections workspace before any of them were added. We can see our inspected item and related supplier pick lists, but at this point no additional fields. To add the derived fields you saw in action earlier, we need to edit the Inspections workspace. In this example, let's just add a couple of derived fields related to our supplier information. Looking at the related supplier pick list field, we can see that it's linked to our supplier's workspace. So when we create a derived field from this one, we can dynamically link any further information we need from that specific workspace. So let's create the derived field which automatically gives us a contact name for the supplier selected. We define the field as derived, and we are then prompted to add the source for its content. The pivot, the source of our derived data, is set to our related supplier pick list, which then opens up all of the fields in the supplier workspace which it's derived from. In this case, we would like to populate this field with the primary contact name from that workspace. We can then do the same for the telephone number of our supplier. Again, it's a derived field based on the related supplier pick list. And this time, it's the main phone field which we want to link to. Using the simple drag and drop capability in PLM 360, we can quickly then add these new derived fields to the relevant section of our inspection workspace. So finally, let's just prove what we have done works. We'll create a new inspection record as we did before. And straight away, you'll see our two new derived fields. Therefore, when we select our supplier, those fields are automatically populated with the correct contact information for that particular supplier. So Derived Fields is a valuable capability in PLM 360 which allows us to link real-time data from one workspace into another. It's one of the many functions which allows us to use PLM 360 to maintain a single version of the truth within our organisation, reducing the risk of errors due to the mistyping of information.